Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Princess, SoundCloud, SoundClick. It's your boy Tone 202 coming at you with another excerpt of the NBA is Fixed. And I was just reading about LeBron James, and I'm just I'm just bugging out on him. I'm bugging out on the whole what the NBA is doing because Adam Silver and his talks with the collective bargaining. Uh, he's he's talking about the collective bargaining and how it's all hush hush behind closed doors, but they're hoping that they don't have to have a lockout like they did before, and they can get everything up and running, and because that's all it's all money, and that all leads into the salary cap. Okay, so basically what they're trying to okay if we're looking at the rhythm of what the NBA is doing, the NBA is trying to enable. If you look at all the moving pieces that what just happened, what they're trying to do is enable all the teams to be able to uh, give superstars more money without the team going over the salary cap. That's what this is all about. Now, look at the steps that have been taken ever since the finals, ever since the championship. Look at all the free agents that have gotten these colossal 2-year early bird deals. Uh, if you look at Nowitzki, $50 million. If you look, I don't know what D Wade got, but I'm sure he got a chunk of change to go to Chicago. If you look at who else is a free agency out there? You look at LeBron James. I think he left. He's doing either 27 or 30 million a year. We want to look at who's got Kevin Durant. He did 54.3 in 2 years. So we're looking at the guy who played for the Grizzlies. He went 143 for 10 years. So, and they did that just to secure a point guard because I think point guards are scarce, is what's going on. So, good point guards. So, if you're looking at all of what the NBA is doing, they're trying to make sure their superstars have all of this money. Why? Because it ensures that the fans are are more enthralled in what's going on. And how do they do that? Because the more money that they throw around, the more that we're interested. Why? Because we're interested in who makes a bunch of money. And they're doing this with all these stars, Nowitzki and all these people. They're doing this with all these stars, and you see all this story and all this drama that's going on. That's all part of the game to draw you into it, to make you burn Kevin Durant's jerseys. Same thing when you burn LeBron James' jersey, and then he came back, and it was like, oh my God, he won a championship. It's all drama. That's all it is. It's all drama based. Okay, so here's the add into the drama. They're like, we're not sure what LeBron James is gonna do, but we know right now LeBron James is playing for the team, and what they're trying to do is schedule. They're trying to plan everything around LeBron James. That's loud. That's very loud. So they're trying to plan everything around LeBron James in Cleveland. So they're paying him all this money, yada yada yada. But LeBron James said he would love to play with Chris Paul, D Wade, and Carmelo one of these days. Let's think about that. I don't know who Chris Paul plays for, but D Wade just went to Chicago, and Melo plays for the Knicks, I think. And when you look at that, you don't think that Melo, D Wade, and Paul are all going to come to Cleveland. That's not going to happen. Basically, being that he is going to be a free agent, and what, every year he's a free agent. Let's get that understood. Every year he purposely, this is what the report, he purposely does that. He maximizes his income and he keeps his freedom every single year. They just hope he's going to stay in Cleveland, but it's not guaranteed. Every year LeBron James does this. And other players are starting to do the same thing too. You notice there aren't too many 10-year, 5-year contracts going around. There's not too many of them. They're usually, for the superstars, usually 1 or 2 years. And that's it. So they do this on purpose so they can draw as much money out of the game as they can. Now, with the collective bargaining happening, it's going to get even worse. You're going to see 27 million early bird deals shoot up to 40 in 1 year. Now, of course, they're not going to get all that. Now, I don't know the business end of everything, the contracts, and I'm going to try to look that up for you guys. But I'm telling you right now, it's all drama based. LeBron James is not going to stay in Cleveland. And if he wants to play with Melo, of course he's going to have to, head to New York. If he wants to, I don't know who Chris Paul plays for. Sorry about that. But if he wants to start and play for D Wade again, you got to look at D Wade's age and his knees, and all that is coming into play. How much longer is D Wade going to be in the league? What is his contract with Chicago? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. It would not surprise me if LeBron James went to Chicago. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm just gonna call that out. I can see that happening. I can see James. I can see LeBron James going to Chicago. I can see that happening. And or New York. I could see James going to New York. I could definitely see that. Matter of fact, I could see New York better than I could see Chicago. Yeah. I think New York would have a better, I don't know, I just think it would be better if he went to New York instead of Chicago. Only because we haven't seen New York do anything in a while. And, Chicago already got that name, but I'm just going to throw that out there. I think LeBron is either going to go to New York or Chicago. And I think when he does, I'm leaning more towards Chicago, but I'd like to see New York. But I think when he does, he's going to get what he wants because he's LeBron James. So, it's your boy Tone 202. I'm telling y'all, man, the NBA is fixed. Some of these predictions is going to come to fruition. Some of what I'm saying. I told y'all Cleveland was going to win in 7, and they did. I said that before, after they beat Toronto. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's fixed, and when it does, y'all going to come back to these videos and listen to what I'm saying and be like, oh, okay. I do what's right. You got to look at the infrastructure and what Silver and all of them are doing and the collective bargaining. And once they figure this all out, we're going to break apart the collective bargaining. We're going to take it and we're going to look at it piece by piece and figure out exactly what they're doing. It's your boy Tone 202. Peace.